All right, welcome back. We are back for game number 3 of 7 today. Man, the first two have flown by, and one of them even went into an extra session. That was the one we just got done broadcasting. Cavalier knocks off Tri-State 74-70 in overtime. In the first game of the day, it was Kindred Vikings 65 and the Oaks Tornadoes 46. That brings us to the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds and the Napoleon Streeter Imperials. Your starters for the Imperials will be Carson Thompson, Jackson Glott, Caden Spurley, and Trenton Erbely. Your starters for Wyndmere Lidgerwood will be Matt Healy, Preston Bowenstinkle, Corey Holmes, Zach Frankie, and Nicholas Pitts. Head coach for Wyndmere Lidgerwood is Todd Hosford, and the head coach for Napoleon Streeter is Andrew Lair.
And a 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Jackson Glott.
So I have another challenging visual here on this one here, as the Napoleon Streeter will be wearing their dark blue jerseys with dark blue numbers outlined in a yellowish gold.
5'9" sophomore, number 11, Caden Spurley. And a 5'9" sophomore, number 15, Patrick Pechtel.
I was chatting with our camera person off air there. I thought I heard the PA announcer say 5-time sophomore. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So.
A 5'9" junior, number 1, Matthew Healy. Six-foot junior guard, number 5, Preston Bowenstinkle. At forward, 6'1", number 23, a senior, Corey Holmes.
So Napoleon Streeter will be in their dark blue jerseys with dark blue numbers outlined in a yellowish gold, and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds will be in their white jerseys with white numbers outlined in a goldish. Actually, I believe it's a goldish number outlined in black, actually, but they almost look white from up here, high atop the Gary Rogers press box at the Blickery Activity Center here in Wapaton, North Dakota, in the North Dakota State College of Science campus. That's not how I wanted it to come out, but that's how it came out. On the campus of the North Dakota State College of Science. There we go. That sounds much, much better. Get our clock set here, and we're underway. First quarter of play here of game number 3 of the day. Wyndmere Lidgerwood will win the tip, and they'll have the ball on the near side here. That's Preston Bowenstinkle. Now they'll work it inside for, can't see who that is. Up top there, that is Zach Frankie. Frankie back to Bowenstinkle into the paint. Shot is up, won't go in. Ball is spun out of bounds, and they'll go back. It'll go to Napoleon Streeter. So bringing it over the timeline there is Carson Thompson, the lone senior on the team there for the Imperials. That shot's up no good. Matt Healy comes down with the rebound. I'm used to saying Luke Furch when I see the jersey number 1 for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. I called a handful of his games throughout his high school career, and including a state tournament appearance too. So we'll have to make the mental adjustment that the number 1 is now Matt Healy. That's Bowenstinkle, the 3 off the mark. Rebound comes down there, I believe, to Trenton Erbely. Once again, doing our best we can to identify the players, the color combinations on the jerseys there. Actually, when I look at the monitor, they are much easier to read than they are when I look out onto the floor, which is usually how I call the games. My preference is not to call them off the monitor, but if I have to, I have to, and I will if I have to. So, long 2 on the way. That's off the back iron. It won't go. They'll get the ball back out into the hands there of, I believe, Erbely. I'm not sure. Now that's Healy. Oh, check that. I was looking at the wrong roster. That was Pitts that had it prior to Healy, and now a whistle And I'll stop the clock with 6:17 to go here. Foul goes on the Imperials, and the foul is charged to Ethan Johnson, the junior. And still looking for our first points of the game. We're almost 2 minutes into the quarter. Neither team has scored. Zach Frankie, I believe, is at the line. And he will not get that one either. 0 for 2 from the free throw line as the Imperials bring it back. That's Eberle up top. Now he works it over to the far side. I believe that might be Johnson. Back to Eberle. Eberle wants to drive the baseline. He'll go to the hoop, put it up, get his own rebound, put it up again, and it's in. Eberle scores first in this contest with just under 6 minutes to go. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Imperials. It's Bowenstengel here, and works it down low and up and in. It's Corey Holm with the basket. And we're tied at 2. Carson Thompson over on the far side falls down out of bounds, and it'll go back to Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Near side here, it's Frankie. Frankie works it up top into the hands of Holm. Now Holm to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel to Healy. Healy's shot looked like it was going to go in, didn't? And then Frankie got the rebound, and a whistle will stop the clock with 5:12 to go here in the first quarter of play. And that shot's up and in. Preston Bowenstengel with the bucket. And it's a 4-2 lead for Wyndmere Lidgerwood.
Frankie of the Warbirds. Hayden Sprigley goes to the line.
And that one will rattle in. Bowenstengel here on the near wing, works up top. I'll fire it over there for Healy. And that one will be poked away. Grabbing the rebound there is Pitts. Healy will bring it, or check that, was Bowenstengel, now gives it to Healy. Healy drives to the hoop, offensive rebound, shot is blocked by Eberle. No, check that, that was Johnson, excuse me, with the block. Now Eberle gets the rebound and swings it to his teammate, and brings it up court. That was Carson Thompson. Fires a pass into the far corner there for Ethan Johnson. Now they work it back to Eberle. Now back up top there, that is Thompson again. Thompson over to Johnson. Thompson and Johnson, 2 and 5. I remember that. There was a glot in there too. And that shot's off the mark. And the rebound by Healy and up and in. And now there's a whistle to go with that basket. And a full timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with you and be back in a moment. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. All right, welcome back. 3:47 to go here in the first quarter of play, and apparently we didn't hit stop on our clock there as we went into that timeout. Imperial basketball coming out of the timeout. Want to say hi to Troy, Melinda, Kylie, Jennifer, and Brandy for watching on our Facebook page. Certainly appreciate that. 6-3 in favor of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds over the Napoleon Gackle Streeter Imperials. Imperials in the blue with the basketball right now. And the three is on the way. That one will not go out of the hands there of Spurley. And now back the other way. It's Carson Buckholtz into the lineup here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. They'll work it up top. Now they'll work it into the paint. Spinning around and rolling off the rim was the shot by Briar Kaczynski. And Buckholtz will get the ball out top to Healy. Healy now Bowen Stingle. Bowen Stingle works it up top. Now they work it inside. Ball is tipped into the hands. And the shot is up and in for Kaczynski. Two more makes it 8-3 and a 5-point lead for the Warbirds. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. 2 games down and 6 to go. First game was won by the Kindred Vikings 65-46 over the Oaks Tornadoes. And then in our second game, the Cavalier Tornadoes held off a late rally by Tri-State, who hit a 3 to tie it with 1 second left. That sent the game to overtime, and Cavalier was able to pull out of that first overtime with a 74-70 win on a late turnover in overtime. It was tied for most of that overtime, back and forth. 2-point leads were about all each team had in that overtime session until the very end when Cavalier got the 4-point lead, and that would seal it for the Tornadoes. So first Tornadoes teams fall, and the second Tornado team comes up with a victory. "12-footer banks it in off the glass. Matthew Healy with the bucket, and it's 10-3 and a 7-point advantage here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And a block there by, I believe that's Frankie. Check that, no, it was Kaczynski with the block. I want to say hi to Melissa, Zach, Ryan, and Jaden for watching on our Facebook page as well. So that will stop the clock with 1:48 to go here in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass from the baseline there for the Imperials. They'll work it in for Erbely. Erbely thought about the shot, now works it up top there for, I believe that is Glott. Erbely at the high post. Corner 3 on the way, and it's in! Caden Spurley with the triple. 10-6, Imperials pull within 4. Wide open up top, pulls the trigger on a 3, too hard off the back iron. Loose ball rebound is tipped into the back court and pushed back into the front court. Bowen Stingle now into the corner here for Buckholtz, and that Buckholtz will get the assist. Top of the key 3, in! Carson Thompson with the triple, and now it's a 1-possession game with just under 50 seconds to go. They'll tip the ball inside there for Kaczynski, and he got it. Briar Kaczynski, as the Imperials work the ball back up the court quickly here, trailing by 5 with a little over 30 seconds to go. Work it around into the hands of Spurley. Another 3 will rattle in. Spurley with 6 points, and it's a 2-point game. 14-12, 20 seconds to go. 3 on the way, front of the rim won't go. Rebound comes down to Spurley. Spurley will slowly bring it over the timeline as the shot clock is now off. They can hold for the final shot here if they want. Look for the tie or possibly take the lead at the end of the first quarter. We'll see what they decide. Spurley with the ball has hit 2 threes so far. That whistle will stop the clock with 1.4 seconds to go. Carson Buchholz picks up his first, team second. So 1.4 seconds to go here. It'll have to be a catch and shoot. Early with the long three, no good, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter of play with your score. The Wyndmere Lidgerwood, let's try that again. With your score, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds 14 and the Napoleon Gackle Streeter Imperials 12. We'll be back with the second here in 60. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, second quarter of play is underway here from the Blickery Activity Center in Wahpeton. And it's a 2-point game, looking to take the lead as Spurley out the front of the rim with the three won't go. Loose ball rebound comes out to Early. They thought about the three there for Carson Thompson. Now he drives into the lane, and the shot is swatted into the floor. Quickly back the other way. It's a 2-on-3 for the Warbirds, and the shot is up and in. Preston Bowenstengel knocks down the bucket, and it's back to a 4-point lead. 16-12 on 4 points by Preston Bowenstengel. Thompson with the basketball, works it near side. I believe that's Early in the corner. Now the three on the way from Glott. No, missed that one a little bit off the mark. And it'll go back to the Warbirds here, stopping the clock with 7:16 to go here in the second quarter of play. It's been a good one so far here from the Blickery. 2 games down, almost 2.5 to go. Or 2.5 down, I should say. Missed shot, rebound there by Spurley. We had one, let's see here. We had a 19-point win and then a 4-point win in overtime for the Cavalier Tornadoes in our most recent contest. Thompson for a three off the back iron, won't go. Rebound comes down to the Warbirds. They'll work it up court here. And a foul. They'll work it up top. Ball was nearly tipped. Shot is up and in. I believe that's Baldwin. Yes, it is. Adam Baldwin, the freshman, gets the bucket there for the Warbirds, and it's 18-12 now with just over 6.5 to go. Imperials pulled it within 2, looking to take the lead on a three. A missed three at the buzzer of the first quarter. And they haven't had the lead yet. I take that back. They had the lead at 2-0, but that doesn't officially count as a lead change. Wyndmere Lidgerwood would tie it up at 2-2, take the lead on 4-2, and they have had the lead ever since. Corey Holm, the senior, with another bucket. He has 4 points now for the Warbirds. Just under 6 minutes to go. 20-12, loose ball that we picked up there by, I believe that's Kuipers. So Kuipers or Haas. I don't know if it was 20 or 30 on that jersey number there. Healy bounces it out. 3 on the way, and it's in. Adam Baldwin hits the triple, 23-12 and a timeout, Napoleon Gackle Streeter. We're back in the 30 or 60. We'll be right back.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1,
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set stealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, 5:34 to go here in the second quarter of play. It'll be Imperial basketball coming out of the timeout on the floor, and they trail right now 23-12 to the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds here at the Blickery Activity Center in Wahpeton on the campus of the North Dakota State College of Science. Mike Mason with you here from the Gary Rogers press box. If you're not familiar with Gary Rogers, he is a longtime sportscaster here in the Wahpeton area, Wahpeton-Breckenridge area. And he unfortunately passed away about a year or two ago, and he was well loved by everybody in the community here, and they named the press box after him shortly after his passing. They also, I believe, got a scholarship put together in his name as well. I don't remember the exact details of that scholarship, but 5-2, 23-14, 5-2 on the fouls, that is. Just under 5 minutes to go. Warbirds will work it inside. Now the shot's coming from Corey Holm. Now will rattle off the rim. And the rebound attempt there by Trenton Erbely, excuse me. Collided with his teammate and lost the ball out of bounds. So it will remain Warbird basketball as a result. Healy will trigger the inbounds pass, and now quickly get right back to, I thought for a moment that was Healy, but it was actually Frankie who squeezed in along the baseline there to get the pass, and he'll draw the foul as a result. Team foul number 6. Saying the foul's on number 15, but I don't have a number 15 on either of my rosters. So I'm not sure who number 15 is. Baldwin will knock down the triple to make it 26-14. As the Imperials work it around the top of the key. Now they kick it out near side for Spurley. Spurley works it inside. Bounce pass Erbely. Shot up and in. Got it. Trenton Erbely, the freshman, with a couple of buckets. And now a steal. Turnover in favor of the Imperials. So Thompson will fire it far side. Now getting it up top is number 15. I don't have him on my roster. Let's check the program here. See if he's in the program. It's Patrick Pechtel, I believe. I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying that right. I did check name pronunciations with the coach, but since he wasn't on the roster, I didn't check his name pronunciation. Adam Baldwin just knocked down his third triple of the game, and it's 29-16 with a little under 3.5 to go, and there's a 3 back the other way. And that was scored by number 15, Patrick. Writing him into my roster right now, and I missed another basket. Nicholas Pitts got the bucket, and it was a 2-point bucket. Okay. Patrick Pechtel is a sophomore, and I believe he has 3 points right now. Just got him written into the roster here, and that'll stop the clock with 2:48 to go. We'll allow our clock to tick down a little bit to get caught up here. Inbounds pass comes with about the right timing, too, on this, so we don't have to make too many more adjustments to our clock there. Caden Spurley up top, tried to feed the pass down low, got tipped around, and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds will get the ball back. They'll work it up top. Three-pointer on the way, looks short, and it is, off the front of the rim. Sometimes I can tell when it comes out of their hands if it's going to be in, long, or short, and I knew that one was short. That one looks like it could go in, and it nearly did. Rolled off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Eberly for the Imperials. A little over 2 minutes to go here. They'll work the ball into the hands of possibly Schaffner. Now the three from Thompson. Missed a little bit wide right there, and the bucket will go out of bounds. And ball will go out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:59 to go here in the second quarter, first half. Our next matchup after this one will be the Central Cass Squirrels. They'll take on Milner North Sargent, the Bulldogs. Still a couple quarters of basketball in this one before we get to that one there. That'll give me a time to go down to the concession stand and get a snack, and it's another three-pointer for Jackson Glott. 31-22, stops the clock with 1:29. So after this game, Brad Anderson will step in for the next two in a row. We'll have Central Cass, Milner North Sargent, as well as Sargent Central and Northern Cass. And then I'll be back for that Richland Tio Spazina game. And Thompson gets the bucket and nearly got a turnover there on Wyndmere Lidgerwood as well. And then Brad will be back for the final game of the night between Hankinson Pirates and the Lisbon Broncos. Pass comes into the corner. Bowenstengel thought about it. Now he will pull the trigger, and he'll nail it. Bowenstengel with a triple. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 triples in the game so far for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. There's Eberly with a bucket. Eberly was 6 points now, according to my numbers, unless I missed one, and I might have when I was writing in Patrick into my roster book here. Over the fingertips out of bounds. I'll turn it over back to the Imperials. It was 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. Right now, Warbirds have scored 20. Drives into the paint, off the glass and in. It's Spurley with the bucket. And that whistle stopped the clock with 22.1 seconds to go. As Spurley again, shot is blocked by Kaczynski. Now stop the clock with 14.1 seconds to go. Want to say hi to Alex, Jaden, Ryan, and Zach for watching on our Facebook page. Certainly appreciate you watching, tuning in. You can also tune in on our YouTube channel as well as on your home TV via the YouTube app. Just search for Magnitude Sports. Thompson with a three out the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to, I believe that was Kaczynski. Now the Warbirds bring it back, and just under our scoreboard there, a foul occurred. Not exactly sure what kind of foul. I would presume a reach-in foul based on the flow of the play at that moment. Thompson picks up his first team foul, number 7 here. And he'll make them both. 36-28. Quickly down the court, and that will end it. It is now halftime here. Game number 2, 2.5 down, and something and a half to go. I can't do the math right now. I've had a lot of numbers to look at. It is 36-28 at half in favor of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. We'll see if Napoleon Gackel-Streeter can make some adjustments, come back out, and close the gap a little bit on the scoreboard here. From the Blick Activity Center in Wapaton, Mike Mason, your halftime numbers are next, right after this. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set stealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you could expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Hi, this is Mike with the Magnitude Sports Media Network. I've done radio and video play-by-play since January 25th, 2016, and it is amazing how many big plays have been missed because the station was still on a commercial break. Our goal is to never miss any of the action, and that's why we have the game video on every advertisement and promo that you see on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The game will always be the priority, so you'll never miss your son's 80-yard kick return for a touchdown or your daughter's critical three-pointer to take the lead late in the basketball game. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. All right, welcome back. Halftime here. It's 36-28 in favor of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Individual and unofficial scoring here because I believe I missed a free throw or two. Matt Healy with 4, Preston Bowenstiegel with 7, Adam Baldwin with 11, including 3 3-pointers. Corey Holm with 4 as well for Briar Kaczynski, and 2 for Nicholas Pitts. Over for the Napoleon Gackle Streeter. Let's try this again. Napoleon Gackle Streeter Imperials. If I lived in Region 3, I believe they're from, I'd probably be able to say that better. I don't call their games too often. But anyways, Carson Thompson with 5. Jackson Glott with 3. 8 for Caden Spurley. He leads the way right now with a couple of triples as well. Trenton Herbley is having a nice day down low with 6 points. And Patrick Pechtel with 3. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers for Napoleon Gackle Streeter and 4 for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So a total of 9 3-pointers have been successfully hit here in the first half of this contest. 36-28. Can the Imperials trim the lead coming out of halftime? We'll find out. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of that second half. In action earlier today, Kindred Vikings pick up a win over the Oaks Tornadoes, 65-46, and the Cavalier Tornadoes hang on in overtime, 74-70 over the Tri-State Tigers. And right now at halftime, it's 36-28 in favor of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Games coming up still. Central Cass versus Milner North Sargent, and Sargent Central versus Northern Cass. Those two games will be called by Brad Anderson. And then I'll be back for the Richland and Teos Pazina game at 5:30 approximately. And Hankinson and Lisbon will be our nightcap at 7 o'clock. We're back in about 2.5 minutes here with the third quarter right after this. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. All right, welcome back. We are almost ready here for the third quarter. There's the buzzer. Told you. I want to say hi to Carla, Cody, and Cassie. Thanks so much for watching here, and all the others who have watched as well. I just checked our website during halftime. The first 2 games of the day are available now for a 24/7 replay on our website, and we're underway with quarter number 3. 36-28 in favor of the Warbirds. Warbirds in the white with the basketball right now, and the Imperials in the blue. That shot a little bit off the mark. Okay, that microphone does work. I was starting to wonder there for a moment. Seven and a half to go. 3-pointer on the way and a little strong. Rebound comes down into the hands of Kaczynski. And then that's stolen away right away. And underneath, I think that was Thompson, but I couldn't quite see. He was smothered by white jerseys, and it was indeed Thompson. He'll go to the free throw line, as that's the first foul of the second half for the Warbirds. The foul is on Kaczynski, his first. Kaczynski with 4 points, and Thompson at the free throw line cannot connect on that first one. Carson Thompson, the senior, has 1 foul and 5 points. They'll work it up top here. That is, check that, Healy, and that will go out of bounds, resulting in a turnover here, and back to the Imperials. Cassie and Sage, thanks for watching on our Facebook page. Certainly appreciate that. 7:05 to go here as the Imperials will bring the ball over the time stripe here at the Blick Reactivity Center. Carson Thompson thought about teeing it up for a 3. He'll give it up to his teammate there. That was Spurley. Spurley will give it now to Erbely. Yeah. And now Thompson, oh, that 3 was partially blocked there. And Wyndmere Lidgerwood will come away with it. It's Matt Healy with 4 points and out of bounds. 6:40 to go here in the third quarter of play. Carson Buchholz checks back into the lineup for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And the inbounds pass, I believe, comes to Thompson. A little bit hard to see those jerseys, but we'll do the best we can. And we take that back. It's Spurley with the basketball. That shot off the rim won't go. Warbirds get the rebound, bring it back up. That's Buchholz, or check that, that's Baldwin, excuse me. And the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Imperials. Once again, in action earlier today, it was the Kindred Vikings over the Oaks Tornadoes, 65-46, and the Cavalier Tornadoes pulled off Tri-State, 74-70 in overtime, and now we're at 36-28 here with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter of our third of seven games here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network here on the ND Sports Channel. Timeout on the floor. We'll stop the clock with 5:48 to go here in the third quarter of play. We'll take a timeout as well and be back in a moment. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. All right, welcome back. 5:48 to go. I want to say hi to Seth. Thank you for sending that message. I'll get back to you here at the next opportunity in our broadcast to do so. Great question, and I'll answer that for you here in a moment. Also want to say hi to Calvin. I'm guessing he's watching from somewhere in Enderlin, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Great guy. Always hooking me up with some goodies from the concession stand when we go do Eagles games. Certainly appreciate the hospitality and friendliness when Magnitude makes its way down to Enderlin. So Calvin, thanks for watching. Certainly appreciate that. 5:22 to go here in the third quarter. Imperials will inbound the ball right to the baseline. Feed it to Erbely, and it's blocked. But it'll be chased down by Thompson. Thompson will find his way back into the paint and somehow got his arm up and got it up, but got enough strength to get the ball up to the hoop. It didn't fall in, but it was an impressive A-for-effort moment there for Carson Thompson, the senior, for Napoleon Gackle-Streeter. That one's stolen away by Thompson. He'll step out for a three, bank it off the back rim, out of bounds. Who touched it last? He'll stay with the Imperials. I think I hear a couple fans in the background not agreeing with that call. I'm way up here. I'm not going to speculate on any calls that I may or may not see, so we'll trust the official's decision there. Erbely with the basketball right now here for the Imperials, and that shot's up and in. Ethan Johnson with his first bucket of the game pulls the Imperials within 4, 36-32. And there's the first bucket of the second half for the Warbirds. So Matt Healy got the last bucket there for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. That shot a little short. Rebound comes down to Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They'll work it up the far sideline. Now back to the middle of the court. With the ball there was Baldwin. Baldwin will give it up. Shot is up out the front of the rim. Rebound tipped along the baseline. Picked up there by Carson Thompson. Thompson will bring it all the way back. Weave his way through defenders and put it in off the glass. He has 7 points now. And all of a sudden the lead is trimmed to 4. Zach Frankie with his first buckets. He had 2 free throw attempts that he missed back in the first half. Napoleon Gackle-Streeter has outscored the Warbirds 8-4 here in the second half so far. To continue that trend, it won't be long before this thing's tied up, and that certainly won't help matters, but we'll see what Wyndmere Lidgerwood does down here at the other end, and they do what they were supposed to do. I believe it was Corey Holm with the basketball. Once again, from up high here, these color combinations are a little tough, I will be honest, but we're doing the best we can here. And then a quick steal and another bucket. A 4-point swing in a matter of about 1 second. And that trims the lead 2-4. And Wyndmere Lidgerwood will have the ball here right at the midcourt stripe on a throw-in. Right now the official talking to one of the Imperial players. Not sure what the substance of that conversation was, but Wyndmere Lidgerwood will have the ball. They'll get into the front court, go right to the hoop, trying to feed a pass, but it got bounced right back into his hands. And now the three is on the way, far side there. That is Adam Baldwin, and he has 14 points now. 2.5 to go. That is Erbely down low, and he'll get the basket up and in. I want to say thanks to like hundreds of people who have found us on our Facebook community, as we've abandoned our page due to some fake likes from some fake accounts. And just in the last like 3 or 4 days, we've had 500 plus of you find us on our new page, which we made it kind of easy because we didn't change our link. What we did was we manipulated it so we could keep our link, and then then it was easy to find us again. So timeout on the floor, 47-40, and we're back in 30 seconds here.
This is Michael Hall, a senior at Kindred High School and the 2018-19 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of a high school athletic contest, the real winners are those that display good sportsmanship. We need those people who treat competition as a game and not a war. People who show genuine concern for an injured player and those who accept all decisions of the game officials. Remember to be a good sport and a good citizen when you attend a high school game.
All right. 2:22 to go here. Wait for the defender to go by. Now he feeds it to Eberly. No. Eberly will go to the free throw line, though, as it's a foul on the Warbirds. Second team foul, and it'll be charged to... There's the name I was looking for. Carson Buchholz is second. Eberly's free throw is in. Eberly with 9 points now. 47-41. 2:12 to go here in the third quarter. Next free throw, swish, nothing but net. Idette Jones, thanks for finding us on our Facebook community. Certainly appreciate that. We'll get you officially locked into that community here in the next break in action. That one's poked out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:57 to go. And that one's stolen away. Loose ball picked up there by Healy. He'll go to the hoop and lay it in. Healy with the steal in the bucket. 49-42, 1:37 and counting to go. That one's poked away out of bounds. No, it'll go back to Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And the Imperials will put on a full court press right away here. Trying to get the ball back there. Some nice passing in the backcourt there to get it over the timeline. Now teeing it up for three is Preston Bowen-Stingle, and he got her. That triple puts him into the double-digit club with 10, and the lead is now 10 as well for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. With the basketball there is Jordan Kuipers. Kuipers is a junior. Now puts it back outside here for Ethan Johnson on the triple attempt, no good. Rebound comes down to the Warbirds. They'll bring it back here in transition. Pop it out, three on the way. No, front rim won't go. Rebound to the Imperials, and a near steal at the midcourt stripe will result in a reach-in foul on the Warbirds. Adam Baldwin picks up his first. He's a freshman. Baldwin sitting with 14 points right now. Work it up top there for Eberly, and out of bounds. So the third quarter about to tick down. That'll be a reach-in foul there on Thompson as he tried to pickpocket the Warbirds there get the basketball back on a potential steal, but it results in a foul. That's the second one of the half here for the Imperials. Underneath, shot is up and in. I believe it was Kaczynski. Ethan Witt, excuse me, got it. Correction made, 54-42. Just under 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Thompson lost it out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 11.1 seconds to go. And that shot is blocked there by Zach Frankie, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 54-42 is your score in favor of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds at the end of 3. The fourth is 60 seconds away.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. All right, start of the fourth quarter, it'll be Wyndmere Lidgerwood basketball. Up top, Bowen-Stingle for a 3. That rattles off, won't go. Rebound comes down there, I believe, to, I'm on the wrong page here, Spurley. And it was Spurley who got the rebound. 3 on the way, and looked like it was going to be good. Rattled off the back of the rim. Rebound Warbirds. Coming back is Matt Healy. Healy over the timeline, feeds it here near side. That's Levi Metcalf with the triple. 57-42 now, 7:20 to go here in the ball game. See if the Imperials can make a comeback here as that ball will roll out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 7:13 to go. Warbirds outscored the Imperials 18-14 in that third quarter of play. Now Spurley with the basketball, drives into the paint, fights his way through a potential block and draws the foul. Put that foul on the wrong side of the scoreboard there. I apologize. We'll take one away. It'll be the first on Matt Healy. Spurley makes it. 9 points for Spurley. If he can make the next one, he'll be in the double-digit club with 10. 57-43. Free throw on the way, and that's off the back rim. Won't go, out of bounds, saved it, and back to his own teammate. Thompson for a 3. No, front iron won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands there of Bowen-Stingle. And that one will go out of bounds as Bowen-Stingle takes a spin along the baseline there. And that one will be immediately deflected out of bounds. We'll let our clock tick down to 6:49. That's where we sit right now. Inbounds pass finds its way into the hands of Corey Holm. Holm has that pass tipped away. 2-on-1 back the other way. A nice pass there for Spurley, who lays it in. Quickly back the other way, the Warbirds have it. 6.5 to go here as Healy will have it in between the circles. Work it near side here for, I believe that's Metcalf. I couldn't quite see the jersey number. And it was Metcalf. So Healy will trigger the inbounds pass from the near sideline here for the Warbirds. And they'll work it in. Metcalf with the basketball. Oh, check that. That's Bowen-Stingle, my bad. Now Metcalf has it. Works it down low. Tried to drive the baseline, looking for a reverse layout. Instead, Kicks it out for a three from Healy. That's off the back iron. Won't go. Eberly will pull down the rebound, and the Imperials will bring it back down the other way. Falling down and gets the ball to Eberly to avoid the travel. Ball gets poked around like a pinball there and finally picked up by the Warbirds. A near steal by, I think that was possibly Thompson, who tried to strip that one away. Rebound, Imperials. They'll work it back up court, and it's stolen by Bowenstengel, who will spin around his defender in the backcourt. Near side now, Healy. Healy bounce pass up top. Now they'll lob it inside down low, and the ball was swatted, but it'll also be a foul. Jackson Glott picks up his second, team's fourth. 5:30 to go, and a catch and shoot three off the inbounds pass is in. Matt Healy with the triple. Bowenstengel for the triple. Never mind, it looked like a number one from the far side. We'll move that three down to Bowenstengel's stat column. And that one's out of bounds, and then we'll go back to the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Or one official, are they going to get together and discuss and possibly change their mind here and give the ball to the Imperials? And yes, they will do just that. Napoleon Gackle Streeter basketball, and now a timeout on the floor. Imperials will talk it over with 5:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds lead 60-45 here on the ND Sports Channel. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber, but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
This is Michael Hall, a senior at Kindred High School and the 2018-19 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of a high school athletic contest, the real winners are those that display good sportsmanship. We need those people who treat competition as a game and not a war. People who show genuine concern for an injured player, and those who accept all decisions of the game officials. Remember to be a good sport and a good citizen when you attend a high school game.
All right, welcome back. 5:14 to go here in the fourth quarter of play, and it's a 15-point lead for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds over the Napoleon Gackle Streeter Imperials. It'll be Imperial basketball here as Jackson Glott will trigger the inbounds pass here for Napoleon Gackle Streeter. Right into Spurley, drives the baseline, kicks it out. Early shot off the back iron, won't go. Rebound comes down there to Wyndmere Lidgerwood. 5 minutes and change to go as the Warbirds bring it over the timeline. I believe that's Bowenstengel on the far side, but can't quite see for sure. Tried to work it inside. Ball's tipped around, turned over. Coming back the other way here. They'll push it into the corner. Three is on the way. A little strong there off the hands of it's Patrick Pacto. He didn't have him in the roster originally. We had to write him in at the bottom, so not in numerical order anymore. And another timeout by the Imperials. 4:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. Back in a moment.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter of play, 4:46 to go as the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds come out of their timeout. Both teams with 14 fouls here. At the moment, not in any danger of free throws, bonus or double bonus. But we'll see if that changes here. As Napoleon Gackle Streeter needs some points and needs some points soon. Carson Thompson has been able to hit some points today. He just had the ball, gave it up. Now they'll work it back outside, wide open for a 3, and he got it. Jackson Glott hits the triple. That's his second one of the day. He has 7 of his 10 points in the second half. Full court press. Warbirds will get around it. That's Bowenstengel with a pass down to the low block, and the block shot attempt turns into a foul. Team foul number 5 on the Imperials. We'll see who they charge it against. It's one of 2 players, and they will hand it to Trenton Eberle. Picks up his first. Free throw in. It is Zach Frankie at the free throw line, and one of 2. Braczynski picks up a foul, and now both teams have 5. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. With the ball there is Pechtel. He'll hand it off, driving into the lane, and that'll be a slap on the wrist. Foul number 6 on the Warbirds. Preston Bowenstengel picks up his first. Spurley at the free throw line makes the free throw. Spurley has not missed from the free throw line today, and hopefully that is not an announcer's jinx that I just put on him. And it might have been. I'm not going to take the blame for that one. I'm sorry. 3:48 and counting to go here. Warbirds will bring it back, 61-49. 16-footer off the back iron won't go. Rebound Imperials. They'll bring it back up court here. That's Thompson. Try to get around a defender, and he puts it up and in. 10-point game. Another basket will trim it to a single-digit deficit here, and they still have plenty of time to work with. 3:20 and counting to go here. They can hold, get a couple more defensive boards here, or a turnover. Kaczynski puts the lead back to 12. If they could get a 3-pointer here, that would certainly be a confidence booster, let's put it that way. Eberle has it up top now for, that is, couldn't see who that was. That was Glott on the attempted 3. Spurley with the rebound. Glott will get it back here on the near side. Glott being harassed, and he'll get it to Eberle. Eberle wants to drive the baseline, looking for the reverse layup, and I think he drew the foul. And that is team foul number 7 on the Warbirds. He will go to the line to shoot 2, and every foul from here on out will be a 1-on-1 bonus after this 2 shots at the free throw line. They need to make every free throw they can get from here on out. And so far, not good. And he'll miss them both. He was perfect until those 2 misses, but good news there for the Imperials is that Thompson got the rebound, and that was Patrick Pechtel, I believe, with the bucket. And another steal. That shot off the rim. They'll fire it up court quickly off the fingertips and out of bounds. He had an easy basket. Had to be able to pull it in, but not this time around. Nicholas Pitts, one of 3 seniors on the Warbirds team, checks back into the lineup for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Allen's turned over once again. Pitts working the ball in the corner there. 3 on the way, and that could be the dagger right there. There may be no recovering from that one. And they will take a timeout to see what they can do to recover from that one. 66-53, minute 42 to go. We're back in a moment.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Imperial basketball out of the timeout. They'll get into the hands of Pechtel up top. Now Pechtel will serve a pass right there to Spurley. Spurley back to Pechtel. Pechtel pumps it out. 3 on the way. Yes, he got it. Jackson Glott with his second triple of the second half, third in the game. 66-56. Bowenstiegel works it up top there for Pitts, excuse me. And with 1:16, the whistle will sound. And we'll have a foul. Pechtel picks up his third. Ball's tipped around. Pechtel will get it. Pechtel on the far sideline, nearly lost it, out of bounds, and he'll stay with the Imperials. Stops the clock with 1:08 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Fired over near side here for, that's Glott. Or no, check that. That was Thompson, excuse me. And the follow-up's up and in. $12 points for Trenton Eberle, 6 in the first half, 6 in the second half. And that whistle brings the clock to a stop with 45.7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Thompson will put up a 3. A little bit off the mark there, and the rebound comes down to Pitts. And a steal, and a blocked shot, and no whistle until the ball goes out of bounds. It should stay with the Imperials. Carson Thompson being a little pesky down there. He's gotten plenty of steals. I have him down for 6 steals in this game. Eberle kicks out wide open. Thompson, no, off the back iron, but or that was Glott. Now Thompson got the rebound. That 3 is up and no good, and now we have another whistle. Stops the clock with 15.3 seconds to go. And both teams at 17 fouls now here in the second half, as Patrick Pechtel just picked up his 4th. Some new faces on the floor here for the Imperials, and the free throw's up and in. 67-58, 9-point advantage. Second one rattles in as well. Healy 2 for 2 on that trip. And he's 2 for 2 in the game. 8 seconds to go. That's gonna almost wrap this one up here. We might get one more shot, or we might not. And that is your final score. 68-58 in favor of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds here in game number 3 of the day. That'll wrap this one up. We'll take a short timeout. Be back in about 10 minutes or less. Brad Anderson's up next. He has Central Cass Squirrels and the Milner North Sargent Bulldogs coming up next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.